G the Hitmaker.
Good day to you all and happy Sunday. Our topic of discussion today will be on the power of silence. The power of silence. I pray that the Holy Spirit will help us to understand the little teaching in which I'm going to give on silence. Silence, as we all know, is the absence of sound. Absence of sound. I'll be taking few readings about silence. Taking the first one from Proverbs 21 verse 23. Whoever guides his mouth and his tongue keeps himself out of trouble. Looking at it now, whoever guides his mouth and his tongue keeps himself out of trouble. He's talking about silence to tell us that it's not everything that comes to us, that comes to our mind, that we must say. I always tell people that whatsoever comes out of your mouth has been agreed in the mind and within yourself that is right to say. Gossiping is bad. Why? Because you say things that you are not supposed to say. If you check Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 7 to 8, it's talking about time. It said a time to be silent and a time to speak. We have to have a time to be silent. It's not always we open our mouth to speak. Paul also said something about it, that we should not allow foul words to come out of our mouths. Out of our mouth, we should not allow wrong words to come out of. If you check Proverbs chapter 17 verse 28, it says, even fools are thought wise when they keep silent. With their mouth shut, they seem intelligent. I take it again. Even fools are thought wise when they keep silence. With their mouths shut, they seem intelligent. Everyone I see in this world, I look at them as intelligent people until I begin to discuss with some of them. You can't judge someone without hearing from the person. When Jesus, during his trials, he was quiet in most cases. That does not mean you don't have what to say. But at that very moment, the power of silence is needed. If you keep quiet, no one can have something to say against you. Most of this gossiping that happen is not because the people feel like gossiping you. It's because you can't control your mouth and you have given them an information that they use against you in the future time to come. So don't say that people gossip about your personal life. Who told them about the personal life? You are still the same person who gave them the information. That is to tell us that we have to know those to trust with our information. Things we can't keep to ourselves, why don't we speak to God about it? Checking Psalm 37 verse 7, it says, be silent in the Lord's presence. Another version of the Bible also said, be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Be silent. You can't wait for God to answer you in a noisy environment. Be noisy always. How do you want to meditate? Silence is very, very important. If you are talking to someone ahead of you, you have to listen first. You can't just jump into conclusion. You have to listen first, analyze what the person is saying, then give a reply to it. It's not everything that someone says that you have to give a reply. I use this a lot and it works for me. If I'm discussing with someone and the person gets me annoyed or someone gets me annoyed, I keep quiet. Because I know that whatsoever comes out of my mouth at that very moment is not something that I have thought of, that I have agreed within myself. It will be something that might go against the law, that might go against the rule of God. It might be an insult. So it's better at that very moment to keep quiet, which solve many things. Most people get into fights because they don't know how to keep quiet. From insult, it turns into a fight. That is to tell us that silence is very, very important.